Tobii Dynavox is continuously improving, so there may be slight differences between your experience and our training materials.
If you're using the TD Pilot device with eye gaze, you'll need the TD CoPilot app at your side. This app lets you easily recalibrate whenever you need, as well as check your battery, locate the user manual, and more. You can access this app with touch or eye gaze. If you want the TD Pilot to track your eyes outside your communication software, make sure to enable Assistive Touch in Apple's settings. To learn how, please see our setup video on the Learning Hub. First, how do you access TD CoPilot? There are two ways. If a therapist, family member, or someone else is supporting you, they can press the Track Status button on the back of your TD Pilot base to bring it up. This button has an eye on it. You can also select the TD CoPilot app directly from your home screen using touch or eye gaze. When TD CoPilot opens for the first time, you'll see helpful hints to lead you through the process. Select Continue to close the tips. After that, you can still view tips using the Info button on various screens in the app. You'll see the Track Status box. The two circles represent your eyes. Position the device so that your eyes are in the center of this box, but don't worry about being perfect. The colored bar on the side indicates how far the device is from your face. For optimal results, aim to keep the arrow in the green area of this bar. When you are positioned comfortably, select Calibrate. Hold your gaze on each dot until it pops. When you're finished, you'll see a message that says Calibration Successful and be taken to your results. Circle colors are related to the quality of the calibration point. Green and yellow calibrations will offer the best experience. But don't worry if you don't have all green results. Tobii Dynavox eye tracking will be successful with any of these results. You may choose to improve calibration points if you wish. To do this, select Improve Targets, select the targets you want to improve, and select Improve. Follow the same process to hold your gaze on each dot. Again, don't spend too much time trying to get a perfect result. You can and should recalibrate any time that you feel your gaze input isn't accurate. Select Accept to save your calibration. There are two other tabs within TD CoPilot. Select Accuracy if you want to test how accurate your current calibration is. On this screen, shift your gaze across each of the targets. If the pointer falls inside the targets, your calibration is accurate. If your pointer falls outside these targets, you may want to recalibrate to improve your eye tracking accuracy. If you determine that you need to recalibrate, select the Calibration tab at the bottom. The other option under Calibration is Settings. Under Settings, you'll see several categories on the left. The first option, Calibration, allows you to make changes to how the calibration is performed. You can choose to use 1, 5, or 9 calibration points. More points will give a slightly more accurate calibration, but if you want to calibrate more quickly, you may want to consider using 1 or 5 points. You can choose to calibrate both eyes, the left eye only, or the right eye only. For people who may have trouble focusing for the duration of the calibration process, the step-through option can be used with facilitator assistance. Step-through allows a facilitator to advance through the calibration points manually by touching the screen. Select Battery on the left to see the battery status of your TD Pilot base. Keep in mind that the battery life of the base is different than the battery of the iPad itself. Select Assistive Touch on the left to customize the feel of how you move the pointer with eye gaze. See the TD Talk training cards for tips on how to adjust these settings. Select Help on the left for support for Assistive Touch and additional resources. Select Set up Assistive Touch to be taken to Apple's Settings menu, which has many more options for customizing your experience. Under Resources, you'll find our user manual conveniently included. You can also refer to your Getting Started guide and the TD Talk or TD Snap training cards that came with your device. All of this is also located on the Tobii Dynavox Learning Hub. Select About on the left for information related to your specific accessory eye tracker, and application. You can also collect logs to share for troubleshooting purposes. Now you're ready to use your new calibration and settings on your device. To learn more about TD Pilot and Assistive Touch, visit the Tobii Dynavox Learning Hub.